Hi, I'm Caroline Gitari. Welcome back to the channel where we discuss everything mental health related. In today's video, we bring together mind and money. Mind and money. My annoying co-host, Fluffy. As always, he's here to disrupt and entertain. Welcome. Panda. Today we are talking about something most of us avoid but quietly suffer through: the psychology of money. Not budgeting tips, not how to make millions, but something far more important. Why we act the way we do around money, why some of us self-sabotage, hoard, overspend, and feel shame around money-related stuff. And more importantly, how to stop the cycle. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your notebook, and most importantly, Fluffy. Or just grab your honesty and let's talk. Money is emotional. It's not just math, it's memory. It's not just logic, it's legacy. We often say words like, I'm just bad with money, but rarely ask, what did I learn about money growing up? I remember as a child being told money does not grow on trees.
Money, money, money. Crazy about my money.
Or watching adults have a heated talk about money related stuff, bills, and I also watched money being used as a form of control. That's not just background noise, that's programming. Our money story is shaped by what we saw in childhood, the emotion around money in our own homes growing up, and how money was talked about or not talked about growing up. The first time I realized I had a complicated relationship with money was when me and my girls decided to plan a trip to the coast. Mombasa, sand, serenity. You know the drill. We were really excited for the trip until money got involved and became the sixth person, yet the most important one during the trip. I will talk about 5 faces of money, and you can leave a comment below to tell me which of the 5 faces you think I was during the trip and what face you as an individual has. Face number 1, the saver. She immediately started preparing spreadsheets, budgets, early bird discounts, and hotel reviews. She even suggested we carry snacks from home so as not to waste a lot of money at the beach. But when it came to relax and enjoy, she just couldn't. She kept counting every single shilling, asking, do we really need this? Do we have to do this? Do we have to go there? Is that really important? And all she could do was talk about saving money and how stuff could get done better. The insight on this is that her need for Fluffy, chini kabisa, chini. The need for control comes from growing up with lack. For her, spending is dangerous. The saver in her was raised with fear, and she was poverty trained and scarcity fed. Is this you? Face number 2, the spender. She, on the other hand, bought a new outfit for every single day. Every single thing that we did had a new outfit. From the underwear all the way to the hair, to the makeup, she had to come as a new person in this trip. It was like her rebirth. She wasn't just spending, she was peacocking. Brunch? Yeah, of course. She insisted to go to the most Instagrammable place, regardless of how much it cost, how far it was. We had to do it as a girls' trip. Everybody on social media had to see we were at the best place and we were having the trip of our lives. The trip had eventually come out of the WhatsApp group, and she had to show you. Chini. She had upgraded her flight without telling any of us because that's how she does it. No fault of our own, no fault of ours. That's how she does it. The second phase, this phase, the spender, uses money to feel worthy and to feel seen. That trip was her stage to shine. She just thought, maybe, just maybe, if I buy enough, I will feel like enough. Phase number 3, the avoider. She never responded to any money-related queries, any money-related messages, didn't send any share of her cut of the trip until the very last second, until it was time to check in, till it was actually time to pay the bill, until somebody outwardly confronted her face to face about it. She didn't want to talk about it or address it. When we confronted her directly, she nervously laughed and said, "You guys know me, I'm just bad with money things." The insight on this is that for her, avoidance protected her from shame but created tension within the group. Avoiding wasn't laziness, it's a trauma response. Phase number 4, the martyr. She became the fixer. She paid for shared taxes, she paid for shared spaces, she actually went out of her way and did extra shopping for everybody. At one point she even offered to pay for someone's excursions because they'd had a bad year, but deep down she was resentful. No one ever saw how much she was spending, she thought quietly as she continued spending on everybody else. The insight on the matter is she gives to be loved but burns silently when it's not reciprocated. Their love language becomes sacrifice. They believe giving makes them worthy of love, but silently grow resentful for the non-reciprocity. Number 5, the status seeker. And then there was her. Designer shades, designer clothes, designer labels. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong in having a good garment that's loud, that makes you feel like you have made it, you are worth it, and all that. She bragged about her annual bonus. She bragged about having a better job than all of us. She bragged about her new car, her new man, her new clothes, her new designer things. And don't get us wrong, we are all different in this friend group and we all know each other for who we are. Everything she did screamed, "Look at me, look, look at me." But when the trip was over, we all found out that she had borrowed so much money so as to be flamboyant, so as to be out there, so as to make it happen. She was broke but polished. The insight on this is she didn't want connection, she wanted admiration, even if it cost her peace. Performing stability she hadn't built. Validation is a luxury we sometimes chase at the cost of peace. Given those 5 faces of money, which one are you? You might be a blend of 2 or more, but there is always that one that sticks out above the rest. And as I normally say on this channel, there's nothing that's all bad, there's nothing that's all good. You just have to find who you are, how that relates with what you learned growing up, and maybe change the conversation, maybe not. Same trip, same people, but 5 different money personalities. And none of it was really about money. None. It was about fear, it was about feeling worthy, giving love, it was about the shame attached to money. The trip didn't just expose our wallets, it exposed our wounds. I've been all 5 personalities sometimes in the same week. I bounce from one to the next and to the next. And the truth is, money is not just money. It's our childhood, it's our wounds, it's your fears, but it's also your healing if you're brave enough to meet yourself honestly. From my co-host and I, it's bye bye.